hello and welcome to the Ales and Fails stream. I'm your host, Alewolf, otherwise known as Ales, gentleman streamer, BeerGoggles21, alias Maximus. And welcome back to the stream, folks. Happy Wednesday, one and all. Very happy to have you here tonight. For tonight, we are taking on one of the greatest foes in video game history. We are taking on Mother Brain in Metroid Zero Mission. I don't know why I said tonight in a strange tone. But yeah, thank you so much for popping in for this incredible occasion. Of course, I have my trusty member of Los Lobos, and of course his name is Churro. But I don't want to say that too loud because he will simply get up and not be on camera. So yeah, there he is, my trusty friend. Clearly, he's had a very busy day. Before we actually get to brass tacks, and that is generally what we do around here, we're very serious about games, incredibly serious. Let's talk about what's on tap for tonight, and we got something of a callback tonight. Let's go ahead and check it out. And so what you can see here is Shadow Puppets Coconati. Coconati is a coconut Baltic porter, and it is 8.1% alcohol by volume. As you can see, it's kind of a nice can design. You can see the Shadow Puppet logo. It's a hand, but it is also a puppet. So that's the mystery of that particular logo design. Tune in next time for the mystery behind the Apple logo. And as you can see, some browns. I think it's supposed to suggest, the coconut flavor that we're supposed to identify. So this is a Baltic porter, and you might be wondering to yourself, well, what exactly is a Baltic porter, Ales? I've never heard of such a thing in the past. Is it just a porter? And oh my goodness. Hello, Falco. Good to see you. Thank you very much for popping in. Very much appreciate that, Falco. Right? Let's go over here for just a second. Okay. How have you been, Falco? It's good to have you today. Thank you very much for popping in with the friendos. What were you playing? What have you been up to? And of course, Falco is one of our esteemed friends here of the community. Let's go ahead and give him a shout out. Kindly follow Falco Forte, an experienced, what would you call it? An experienced streamer. They were last playing Cyberpunk 2077. So you've actually gone back to Cyberpunk. I'm surprised. That's pretty cool. How is that going for you? But yeah, thank you so much for popping in. I very much appreciate it. And of course, just the general state of things. If you have to raid and fade, please absolutely feel welcome to do so. I don't want to hold anybody hostage for longer than they need to. And welcome in War Bandit 111. Thank you very much for popping in with the raid. And once again, good to see you, Falco. I just got done playing, streaming. Solid. But yeah, I'm glad that you've been enjoying your campaign with Cyberpunk. One thing that I keep forgetting to tell you whenever I see you in person is that I actually got Cyberpunk 2077 over the holidays. Obviously, I haven't started it, but I am looking forward to putting in some time into that game. Hopefully soon. I'm not gonna make any promises, but look forward to me asking you questions about how to play the game in the near future. Let's see, I actually finished watching Edge Runners, so I wanted to revisit the game. I wonder if it actually helps you understand what does it flesh out the game? Excuse me. Yeah, it would be interesting to know if the game is excuse me, in any way more fleshed out by watching the series. Many folks have told me that you don't need to play the game, but who knows. But yeah, let's go back over here. What was I talking about here? So yes, it's a Baltic porter. Hold on a second. The game is 1-to-1 to the anime. You can visit places in the game that were in the anime, so it's kind of cool. Yeah, that actually seems like it's like a full experience, right? I really like it when you have what's the buzzword for it? Like cross media, when you have like one particular franchise and you can approach it from different angles, whether it's like TV, video games, books, things like that, and you get slightly different aspects of that particular story. I think it's pretty neat. But yeah, so a Baltic porter is not really a porter. It is actually a lager that was made to be as close to a porter as possible. And the history goes that in the Baltic region, they wanted to emulate what a stout was, or I believe it was like an imperial stout. I think that's how that goes. Don't quote me on that, of course. And they got all the ingredients using lagering processes, and they got to as close as a porter, and then they decided to call it a Baltic porter, even though technically speaking it is not a porter. Let's see. And yeah, you don't entirely need to play the game to enjoy the anime, but it helps flesh it out for sure. Yeah, so once I actually get to play it, I'll probably be put in the same position. Yeah, but it definitely seems like Cyberpunk is going to be, it is a meaty game, so I definitely look forward to having a long campaign with it once I do. But yeah, here's hoping that your day has been stimulating, Falco. What else was I gonna say here? The other interesting thing about this is, of course, that it has coconut. And the nice thing about coconut is that it's delicious. So if you enjoy coconut, I highly suggest trying out Coconati. But that's enough of my banter. That's enough of my nonsense. Let's see what Untapped has to say on this particular question by going over here. And I think all I need to do is turn off the Gale's cam. Oh, there we go. Okay, so Coconati by Shadow Puppet Brewing, Baltic Porter, 8.1% by alcohol by volume, a solid presence of toasted coconut layers, well with the robust roasted malt and chocolate notes. And is there any better combination than coconut and chocolate? I don't know of it. But I'm sure that is superlative. That is superlative. That's enough of me. That's enough of Untapped. Let's actually go ahead and taste this thing. Okay, so let's try this out. As long as this is not a kind of can that explodes, I think I should be fine. And let's go ahead and pour it in our tulip glass. Okay, and let's just seal it up for now. Want to make sure to keep the fizzies. As you can see, it's a relatively dark body. You probably can call it opaque. You can't actually see through this. It's got a very thin brown head and very light, very tiny bubbles. Whenever you see tiny bubbles, you're mostly in the presence of a creamy drink. In terms of a nose, very strong in terms of the coconut, a little light on the chocolate. I feel like it's almost like a sweet mocha over a chocolate. Yeah, kind of just like some very light roasted notes. As I like to say, if I'm a nail reviewer. And so rich, creamy. I feel like there's a tinge of lactose here. If somebody told me that they were going for a milky type quality to this particular beer, I would absolutely believe them. The taste of coconut is actually quite present in the body of the drink itself. And so one of my earliest memories celebrating birthdays, because of all things I need to celebrate birthdays, is the fact that I was never a very big chocolate enthusiast as a kid. I think it was mostly because my brother liked chocolate and I wasn't supposed to like things that my brother liked. And so because of that, my mom would not get me chocolate cakes. She would always get me plain cakes with coconut shavings on them. And and I enjoyed them a lot. So maybe that taste is kind of ingrained into my head at this point. But yeah, if you enjoy coconut shavings, I don't know why you wouldn't. This is definitely the beer for you. No real notes of bitterness, of course. I mean, there's a slight coffee roast, but again, nothing that I would particularly suggest as being bitter or anything like that. It's kind of just soft and sweet. Yeah, in terms of body composition, a 2 out of 5. It's not as thick as a true porter, but it definitely has some body. But yeah, that's what we will be enjoying tonight. Let's go ahead and give this a rating. We're going to say a 375. Seems like a solid score. And that, as they say, is that. But yeah, we're going to play some Metroid Zero Mission. Again, I am right at the point where I'm going to face Mother Brain. The last thing I did during the last stream was actually try and go for it, and you know what? I failed horribly. I saw between the last time and now, I did see a video of how one person beat it. So I feel like the strategy is fairly straightforward. But we'll see. I have definitely been in situations where beating a boss is a relatively simple task, and because I get anxious about it, I never beat it. So we'll see what happens today. Before we do that, I do have a question of the night. Question of the night: what is the best movie you saw recently? I just recently saw over the weekend the movie The Substance with Demi Moore. It is about an aging actress and how she is able to find a way to live relive some of her youth. And I'll leave it as vague as that. It was a very good movie. Lots of body horror, so squeamish beware. But yeah, let me know. With that, let's go back to Metroid Zero Mission. Okay. Whew, alright. And yes, we are ready. And hopefully the sound is okay here. I'm gonna just go ahead and pin this message before I forget. Okay, so let's do it. I think I can probably just load this last suspend point. It would probably be this one right here. Oh gosh. Wow. And of course I'm trying to not get hit with all these blasted donuts. But at the same time, it is just difficult to avoid all of them all at the same time without going into the poop over here. They're almost trying to like whittle down your energy before you reach Mother Brain. Ah. Come on, just... Ladies and gentlemen. And of course I'm going to take a number of dips here. Ouch. Whoa. Oh gosh, I just wasted so many super missiles. That was awful. And I kind of just have to get my timing on the jumps here. And I need to crouch before I actually do that. Wonderful. Maybe there's a better way to approach this. So what is this? Alright. I've run out of missiles. I think the only way forward here is to do the charge shot. Or maybe not. Seriously? I just ran out. Wow. Or maybe I just need to get missiles back from the donuts, huh? That's what this is. Gosh darn it, donuts. Boom. And hello, Ivan. How are you? How are you doing this fine day? Good to see you. Yes, you are just in time for me to see for you to see some cringe action in terms of me trying to face off with Mother Brain. I remember you saying that you're a Metroid enthusiast. Um, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think this boss? How difficult is this boss from what you remember? Yeah, it is a definitely rest in peace. So get ready, everyone. This is going to be the rest of the stream. Me struggling against this boss. But let's do it. Let's do it. Actually, one thing that let's go ahead and see how many. I guess one problem that I just realized is that we've only got 68 missiles here. Maybe we should have started with more missiles to begin with. Maybe the obvious question here. And of course, the other troubling fact is simply going to be that. What am I trying to say here? It's also going to drain our lives as we're trying to get all these missiles. And I think I've got like, what, 150 missiles or so? Or maybe I'm thinking about Pokemon Red and Blue. It doesn't matter. I think this is relatively manageable. As long as I can just get all my missiles back. It was a bit of a struggle with the other things firing away at you. Yeah, you've got all these donuts firing at you the entire time, and of course there's the lava that you have to jump out of constantly. So maybe it's about getting some cadence there. At the same time, it just, yeah, it definitely seems like it's going to be a struggle. But yeah, hopefully you've been having a good day. Hopefully the week is working out for you. It would be nice if you could just say, oh, I can fire several donuts at the same time and get all the missiles at the same time. How many do I have already? 13, a baker's dozen. Super missiles definitely help. Yeah, and that makes sense. I think one thing that I often struggle with is just knowing when to make that switch. I don't even know, is 6 my maximum number of super missiles? I guess it doesn't matter. Really, what I should probably try and make sure of is whenever I fire those missiles, those super missiles, I gotta make sure that I'm firing right on target. And yeah, I think it's gonna be a struggle trying to make sure that I'm on point there. Let's see, I'm still stuck at work, but stream helps. Hopefully it's nothing too demanding. Yeah, thank you for popping in. Alright, come on. I think we're close. I don't remember that many more missiles. Ugh. And it just keeps going. Does the start screen tell us how many missiles we have? Okay, so we do have all of our super missiles, and we have 160 normal missiles. So we're gonna actually get all the missiles that we can get before proceeding, and we're gonna try and get like energy back. which of course is going to be the most entertaining thing anybody ever sees. Nothing but quality here, nothing but quality. Okay, 132. Only 30 missiles away. Which should be about 15 actually. 15 pops. And you know, not to spoil anybody, but I do remember that in the original Metroid, Mother Brain was actually the final boss, and that was the end of the game. So I already know that there's stuff that happens afterwards. I'm interested to see what exactly they came up with. Okay. Okay. So, speaking of red donuts, one of the things that happens at my job, and I don't know if you're still there, Falco, I'm not gonna call you out of alert, but one of the things that happens at work is the fact that they will just put donuts out. Sorry, I apologize. Feel free not to say anything if you don't want to. But of course they'll put donuts out early in the morning on Wednesday specifically. And you know, I can very much say that I am a donut enthusiast. You're my No, of course not. I just follow you on the regular. But what is it called? What was it? Where was I going with this? So they put donuts out at a particular time of the morning. And yes, I am a donut enthusiast, but I don't eat them. And the reason why I don't eat them is because I'm trying to cut down on my simple sugars and whatnot. However, all that being said, I very much know when they pop in, and I know to get the specific large chocolate sprinkled donut, and that is simply because let's simply say a member of my family enjoys them. Let's say that. And so yeah, while it might seem as if I am going for it myself, it is rarely for me. Let's see, at my work there was one time where some fancy business suit people bought in like 50 old-fashioned donuts. You know, I remember that, and I remember, well, I remember, I vaguely recall somebody suggesting that they weren't that great. But I don't know, did you have any of them? Alright, we're done, we're good. Okay, so let's go ahead and save here. So this is the best possible chance ever, and if we miserably failed, it means that it's going to be a long night. And voila. Okay. Ouch. What are these? Why do they have to put all these barriers? It's like they just want to make sure that you have as little resources as possible by the time you get to Mother Brain. Come on. Ugh. Youch. And welcome, Rice Krispies. How are you doing this fine day? Thank you very much for popping in. You came in at the right moment to see me struggle. Late stream. Let's just say I had a donut this morning and I enjoyed it. Hey, there you go. There you go. Here's wondering what your favorite flavor is. Ouch. Okay, let's go with the super missiles. Come on. Okay, got him once. But will I actually make it out of the poop? That's the question. Of course. Oh, this is marvelous. Oh my gosh. And let's pause here for a second. My goodness. Uh, Tabitha, thank you so much for popping in with a massive raid. Let's go to intermission for just a moment here. Welcome, raiders. How are you doing, Tabitha? Thank you very much for bringing your community with you. Very much appreciated. Trick or treat, the bats have left the pumpkin patch. We hope you have snacks. I like it. That's a lovely raid message. And welcome, first time chatter, Xanthia Ethereal. Oh wait, I can't actually see what you wrote there, but I'm sure it was fine. And once again, no, you're good. You're good. Don't worry about it. Let's say I don't have very harsh rules. I kind of just leave it on the auto in terms of just like what gets moderated, but most of the time it's fine. Let's see. Can't delete that. I forgot I posted a clip after. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so that's what happened. Yeah, it generally won't let you post links unless you're I think regular or something like that. But you're good. You're good. No worries. I love Metroid. Is this your first playthrough? So actually, this is my first playthrough of Zero Mission, indeed. And right now I am at the Mother Brain boss, and I am having a terrible time at it. But you know what? We can only try. Like Pink once said, we try. So yeah. Thank you so much for bringing in your community, and let me just quickly introduce myself. My name is Ailes. I like to think of myself as a gentleman streamer, but otherwise known as the Excellence of an Execution and the No Throne Cicerone. I like to play lots of retro games, but I also play modern games every once in a while. Okay, thank you very much for the feed, Churro, Falco. I appreciate it. And that's actually a good time to introduce my furry friend over here, Churro. Let's put him on the Corgi webcam. And of course it's not... There he goes. And of course he disappeared, but I will make him pop up magically in just a second. Wow. And there he is. That's a Corgi boy of 7. That's Churro. He's my trusty companion in this venture. And yeah, if you're so interested, you can feed him treats. Even though he mostly likes to just be a lazy boy, and that's okay, and that's good. But yeah, I like to stream retro games, and I also like to talk about beers because you know, why not? And let me turn off the Corgi Cam XL. There we go. And today we're enjoying some delicious Shadow Puppet Coconati, a coconut Baltic porter, which tastes deliciously of coconut. So, to your health, everyone. Their name is Churro. Yes. And so the idea is that we wanted a long food that was brown, and Churro simply made the most sense. Let me go back to chat for a second here. Let's go back to intermission. After you beat Mother Brain, you find Zero from Mega Man. You think that that's what's gonna happen? Is that really? You know, I'll believe you considering that I've never seen it. Who is the puppy? Oh yeah, so yes, that is Churro. Let's see. Yeah, he's a delightful boy. He's kind of mischievous sometimes, but you know what? We can forgive that simply because he's a gorgeous kid. Yeah, and nice. Well, stouts and porters are definitely delicious. They're definitely how I like to end the nights, and tonight just seemed to be a good way to do that. But yeah, if you, Tabby, or any raiders need to raid in Faith, I completely understand. Streaming is hard work, and I understand that this might be the end of the day for a number of you, so I completely understand if you have to take off. Once again, very much appreciate you sharing your community. This definitely made my day in many ways. But yeah, with that, actually, one thing that I completely forgot, because I am terrible at this thing. I am terrible at these things. Let me see if I can type properly. I really need to automate this at some point. So members of my community kindly give Tabitha Sabitha a follow. An excellent streamer has definitely does some art streams. I definitely love some of the Pokemon cards that you paint, and always just has a very cozy place. And you were last playing Bloodborne. You know, I've never played Bloodborne. I think last time I popped into your stream, you suggested that that was your first Souls-like. I'm very interested to hear how that's going. And again, feel free to let us know. But yeah, with that, let's go back to Zeeves and let's go back to the eternal struggle against Mother Brain. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the, thank you very much for the bits, Ivan. I very much appreciate that. That's very kind of you. And thank you very much for the follow. Follows are anonymous, of course, so feel free to lurk. Feel free to introduce yourself. I simply appreciate the fact that you're devoting just a moment of your time in this little silly hobby of mine. Good luck with my... I'll be lurking while I do post-stream care. And yeah, I'm obsessed with Bloodborne right now. That's excellent. Yeah, I gotta pop in at some point. I feel like I'm missing out here. Thank you so much once again, Tabitha. And thank you very much for the good luck. But with that, let's go back to the planet Zeeves. Alright, so... where were we? Oh yes, we were we were dying against Mother Brain. Yowza. Why do I... Yes! And it's almost like windows of time where I... Maybe I should just try and shoot more than once. How about that? And it only let me do one. Come on. How dare you? Rude. Oh boy. Why do I... I love it. It's like the donuts and the shots just time themselves to like cover every single possible piece of real estate. No! Boom. Now the question is, how far away was I from actually beating the thing? The world may never know. But let's try again. I gotta say, I do feel good about the fact that we did land, I want to say most of those super missiles. At least it seemed like that to me. Why did I just do that? Okay, you know what? I'm restarting. That's ridiculous. Where's I don't know why I decided to start shooting missiles. Oh, that was awful. Activate easy sleep. No. Ugh. Let me reset the game. I'm getting to that point where I'm getting too wrapped up in my head. Okay, let's just run all the way to the other end. Shoot missile and then go. I wish I knew how many missiles actually takes to destroy these barriers. But I feel like there's very little time to actually count them. Wasting missiles here. And of course these barriers just regenerate, so if you don't get them all in one pop, they simply just come back. Oh wow, why must... This is so ridiculous. Okay, maybe we gotta do it from far away. How about that? I'm gonna say something very bold here, but I don't think this is gonna be the one. Oh my gosh, and thank you very much for the raid. Let's pause right here in the middle of this hectic chaos. My goodness, thank you so much for the raid, Spectrum. Good to see you. How are you doing this fine evening? Very much appreciate the nod there, the tip of the hat, and thank you for very much for bringing your community with us. Welcome, Kwame Ferry. It's good to see you again. Spectrum raid. Welcome. How do you pronounce that? Pyroexeme. That sounds very very new agey. I like that. Let's see. Right in the middle of fighting the brain, Spectrum. You tuned in right as I meet a very big hurdle in my Metroid Zero campaign. I'm struggling. I am struggling. But you know what? The last thing we give up is hope. But yeah, thank you very much once again for popping in. Welcome, Slugma Redacted. Hello, Huami Fairy. Back-to-back raids, damn. Well, sometimes we get lucky that way. It's really nice. I believe in you. Well, thank you, Spectrum. That exactly makes one of us tonight. So we'll see what happens by the end of the evening. And of course, anyone who is watching right now, past, present, or future, drop what you're doing and give our friend Spectrum Branch a follow, who's an excellent streamer. Certainly one of my favorite streams to tune into. And let me see, you were last playing Another Crab's Treasure. I remember last time I popped into your stream, you had just finished playing it, but I actually missed the part where you were actually playing it. Feel free to certainly let us know how that's going and how you're enjoying that. Let's see. We had a little struggle too. Oh, okay. So maybe it's just a tough night. Hopefully the raid brings you back. Well, in terms of bringing things around, that might actually do the trick. Let's be hopeful. Let's be optimistic. Let's see. Can we give Churro another pepperoni? Yeah, we can do that. We can absolutely do that. It's a wild game for sure. It touches on a lot of very poignant aspects of current events. Huh. I guess I never would have thought that from the title, Another Crab's Treasure, that it would have necessarily been the type where what am I trying to say? A game with deeper motifs and themes. But yes, let's go ahead and give Churro a treat. Let me go ahead and expand the Corgi webcam. That, of course, is my trusty partner in crime, Churro, and yes, I will give him a pepperoni. I'll put him on camera in just 1 second. Go, buddy. So that is, oh yeah, every single time he hears his name, he just comes to me. And so I should definitely figure out a better camera setup for him. But yeah, that is my Corgi of 7 years at this point, my partner in crime, though I will admit I believe he's the more mischievous one. I'm kind of just milquetoast myself. Let's see. I redeemed it, but it got lost up in the raid. Oh, okay. Yeah, no worries. Honestly, if people were just to ask me do it, I would probably just do it. So no worries. Yeah, quite deep. Yeah, I probably gotta watch one of your VODs. I'm interested. Yeah, so that is Churro. Once again, for anybody that doesn't know me, and trust me, you don't necessarily need to. I'm not necessarily the most complex fellow. I'm Ails. I like to play retro games. Sometimes I also play modern games. One of the things that I do is I enjoy beers. And so if we go over here, you will notice that I am enjoying a delicious Shadow Puppet Brewing Company Coconati, which is actually a coconut Baltic porter. It is a dark beer with strong notes of coconut shavings. So, as I like to say, to your health. And that is powering us up through the evening. But yeah, let's go back over here. Of course, it's such a cute little corgi. Yeah, he's a cutie. He gets away with a lot, trust me. He gets away with a lot, and sometimes I'm just like, gosh darn it, if I was that good looking, the things I could get away with, the things I could get away with. But we love him around here. But yeah, if anybody that came in with the raid needs to raid and fade, I completely understand. Streaming is a very dynamic and sometimes I don't want to say stressful, but definitely it's definitely work. It's definitely work. And I also know that it's nighttime or late for some folks. So if you feel like you need to go, completely understandable. I simply appreciate the fact that you popped in today. Let's see, I have earned myself a few cookies, but I'll be hanging out. Please enjoy your cookies. What is your favorite cookie type, Spectrum? Now I have to know, now that you mentioned that. I happen to be a white chocolate and cranberry cookie person myself, but I haven't had those in years. But yeah, with that, let's go back to Metroid Zero Mission. And where was I? Okay, I don't think I have a favorite, but we have double dark chocolate Milanos on deck. Hey, that sounds like a good time. I like it. Thank you very much for sharing. But yeah, so we were trying to hit Mother Brain here, and we were failing at it. So let's continue to knock our head against the wall here. Ah, is there just no way to dodge this thing? All right. Nice. And the jumping on that, the timing on that is critical. Oh boy. There's just wait. This is like a bullet hell fight. Okay, got him once, and that was worthless. What's that Pokemon song? I think it's Viridian City. What is it? Well, we keep on trying, and then we try some more. I think there's a line that goes like that. But somebody correct me. And boom, I am destroyed. Lavender Town? Is that Lavender Town? I don't know, I should... Thank you very much for venturing an answer there. Did Lavender Town actually have a theme song? That's interesting, now that you made me think about it. I remember the Lavender Town, what is it called? That online myth that was about the fact that it was haunted, or that there was a certain way of doing things that would make your game like become cursed or something. I don't know if that's before your time, Falco. Considering that I am very old, but anyways, just a curiosity there. Actually, no, I'm doubly wrong. It had a very eerie 8-bit theme. Yeah, I remember it being very creepy. It also didn't have any lyrics, so it wasn't before my time. I played first-gen Pokemon. Oh, that's cool. I never knew that about you. As a matter of fact, I didn't know that you were a Pokemon player at all. We should trade notes at some point. But yeah, let's try again. Let's try and make it to Mother Brain without getting that many hits in, without wasting so many resources on the way there. Okay, come on. Nice. Come on. Would you please let me go? Okay, made it. I think. Not really. But I almost did. Why do I always fall in this tiny little gap? Okay, here we go. Okay, it's broken. We broke the egg. Ouch! Oh, that would have been so perfectly timed. They just gang up on me, these things. If only we had less lava. Can we get this version of the fight with a little less lava, please? Okay, got him a second time. Ouch. What was that, like a 4-hit combo? Oh boy. I need to just find a good way to latch on this thing. Oh. I just... somebody put me out of my misery. The struggle is real, folks. It's like the front platform bears no additional advantage to the situation. Okay, so let me catch up here. I stopped playing Pokemon after 3rd generation. The amount of Pokemon just kind of got ridiculous. You know, it's funny that you say that because I actually also... I mean, okay, so I finished 3rd generation. I started on the 4th generation. And then I didn't touch it all the way up until the first Switch generation came about. I think that was Sword and Shield. And I played that one, and then I haven't touched it ever since again. I've never played Metroid, but Gamer Instinct wants me to believe those guns above you can be destroyed. So, they can't. I've actually looked into it. I looked at it last time. I'm certainly willing to try, maybe considering the fact that I may have missed something. But yeah, at least last time I believe I tried and that didn't work out. I certainly don't mind wasting an attempt trying to test out a theory here. Okay, come on. Get up there, friend. Stop jumping into the lava. The suit, it provides no... Yeah, so they can't actually be fired at. Hold on a second. Ouch. Yeah. The hits don't actually register, unfortunately. Alright, let's get on with the attempt. But good suggestion, I appreciate it. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. Shoot the right way for once in your life. Why is a brain in a jar so sturdy? Okay, let's switch. Gosh darn it. I need to actually try and coordinate these shots, but the donuts. Got him twice. Or got her twice, I guess. It's a mother brain. It's not a father brain. I was lining up my shot. How dare you? Oh, wasted. Okay, as I like to say, serenity now. We may got this, but we may not. Oh, this is lovely. Does that platform even help? Maybe that's the real question here. Ouch. The tiny little shot got me. Oh my gosh, and somehow we got the follower goal. Very much appreciate the follow. And of course, follows are are anonymous. Feel free to introduce yourselves. Feel free to lurk. It is just nice that you decided to become the newest member of the Yale Pack, and we salute you. But yeah, let's go back and try this. $230 must be my lucky day. Okay. So, hello, Marvin J. Thank you very much for popping in. Okay, let's go. Come on, it's the first barrier of the night. First barrier of the night. Maybe I just need to screw attack as much as I can. Because I know that the screw attack can actually defeat a lot of these little donuts. I'm getting no invincibility frames. I am not invincible. Come on. Okay, nice. Ah, these barriers are impossible. Why would I need that? If I could just... Okay. Platforming at its finest. Okay. Okay, and now we switch. Oh wow. It's like every time I just wait there for a half a second. It's madness. Shadow madness, as they say. I wonder if the game is suggesting that you should stick around in one platform. I don't see too many ways around it. Ouch. What is going on here? It's like I'm back in high school. Ouch. Let's see. Would you like a quick tip, Bales? Yeah. Feel free to let me know what's a good strategy here. You know what? I'll probably whatever you're about to say, I'm probably gonna have to read it after break. I've actually got an ad starting in about 2 minutes or so. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a quickish break. I need to take young Churro out for his final pee break, and I gotta put him in his crate. But yeah, after that, we'll be back with some more Metroid Zero Mission. I hope that you all stick around for more of this crazy stuff. Mother Brain is hard. Yeah, you would think that considering that it is, largely lipids, that it would be a little softer. But yes, we will be back after this break. Okay, hello, and welcome back to the Ales and Fails stream. I'm your host, Ale Wolf, otherwise known as Ales, gentleman streamer, Beer Goggles 21, the world's least interesting man. And of course, I just came back from having little Churro go out on his last pee-pee break, and now he's safe in his crate. Gonna go ahead and turn off the Corgi webcam. Nothing to see there, folks. But yes, we are playing Metroid Zero Mission. We are trying our best against Mother Brain. And let me catch up on chat here. They always have a way of making the last stretch stressful and full of projectiles that knock you around. Yeah, you know, now that you mentioned that, Super Metroid specifically, I do vaguely recall that it was something like that. I know that in many ways, Super Metroid kind of retreads a lot of the material from original Metroid. I don't remember if there's a Mother Brain fight. Maybe it's been too long for me, but I do remember certain situations being very bullet helly like. Let's see. I believe you can exit the room, replenish your gear, and go back into battle. I believe that the barriers will stay destroyed, so you don't have to keep wasting missiles on them. And maybe create a save state. You know what? I like that. I like that. See, that is playing smarter, not harder. I'm gonna try that, Ivan, and I will... The day that I actually succeed, I will properly credit you. Before we move on with the game, of course, once again, as I like to say, all my love too long ago. Cheers to you. Okay, so let's get in there. This should be an interesting one. Lovely. Okay, so let's take down all the barriers. And I think it's what, 3 in total? Is it 3 in total? Total cereal, life cereal, cinnamon toast crunch. And it's down. And there's a 4th one, yeah. Okay, I think that's the last one. Okay, yes it is. And now we're gonna attempt to go back outside and replenish our reserves. And yeah, we'll absolutely make a save state. So we'll be getting back about 40 missiles, which is pretty solid. You know, the sad thing is gonna be that if I go back in there and the barriers are back, and all I will have to say is well played, sir. I suppose that if I was actually fighting a giant brain, I would take as many shortcuts as I could. One of which would be not necessarily stay in their room the entire time. Donuts, donuts, donuts. Oh, come on. Oh, nice. So they are definitely still off. But yeah, let me finish getting back to 100%. Yeah, he's hoping that everyone is having a fine night. I know that it is only the middle of the week. In many, for many people, it is hump day. And I often wonder why people like that name. I think it sounds a bit crass, but maybe that's just me. But yeah, he's hoping that at the very least, how to say, you got some fun stuff ahead of you this weekend. Here's one thing that I've been alerted to. So my partner is from Singapore, and she celebrates Chinese New Year, and that's coming up. And so we don't necessarily do anything fancy, but I have been informed that we will be having um, hot pot for at least a couple of weekends to honor Chinese New Year. And you know what? You can't go wrong with a good hot pot. Oh, come on. What? How dare you? That was disrespectful. Okay, I have all the missiles. Looking forward to enjoying a few drinks this week, and I don't drink during the work week. And you know what? That's a smart way to do this. I definitely try and make it so that most of my drinking is done over the weekend. I will generally have a couple of beers with my partner to celebrate the end of the week. But then, other than that, of course, I do enjoy one drink on my Wednesday streams. Because you know what? It wouldn't be the Ales and Fails stream without one ale, you know? It would be a disservice to the stream, having one beer. Okay, so we are here. And we make a save state right now. Okay, let's see how well we do here. I make no promises. But yeah, I think this is our best shot. Maybe I should just run down. What's the point of... I feel like I've done that every single time I've come in here. The goggles, they do nothing. Okay. Now we switch. Got it once. I wonder how many super missiles it would take in total. Would like the 6 that I have even actually make a dent on the... on its reserves, you know? I'm sure somebody's quantified that before. Just, I tell you, when it's unfair, it's unfair. I wish I could activate the screw attack on command. I know that the idea is to go for like a diagonal shot, a diagonal jump, but I almost wish that it was like also verticals. Okay, we've got 4. Ouch! I should not have eaten that one. Just focus. Clear your mind of Whimsy. We've got the 1. Lucky last one. Okay, we're back to normal missiles. Why do I go into bomb mode? Oh my gosh. I totally whiffed that. So maybe a couple of things here. Maybe number 1, when I'm like right at normal missiles, I need to just wail on it. Just waste as many missiles as I have. And then the other thing, maybe during the trying to shoot at super missiles, I gotta be a little more mindful of things coming at me. And I know that that's kind of impossible. But there's gotta be best practices here. There's gotta be things like avoiding the donuts, or like not trying to step on the same exact platform every single time. Up and atom. Up and at... oh, I see. Up and at them. Radioactive man. What was the knockoff radiation dude? Anyways. You know, maybe it's just a me thing, but every time I think of the superhero in the world of The Simpsons, I first think of what's his name? Duffman. Because I am Ailes, and that is just how my brain works. Alright, we're actually going from suspend point. Duff Man, yeah. Oh yeah. Ah, as Spectrum would say, Mamma Mia. All right, come on, just gotta inch there. Just what you're looking for, Uptons. Nice. Oh gosh, I just ate all of those. Just climb up. Oh, you can actually make it fire by doing that, huh? Oh my gosh. This is Sparta. Maybe I need to stop using the control stick here. I need a little more finesse. And maybe the control pad is what I need to activate instead. Activate, enact. Wow. And down I go. Let's see, I have a Duff. Hold on. I have a Duffman koozie to keep my drinks cold. It even has a cape. That's really cool. I should look into something like that. That actually sounds quite neat. All right. So what did we learn in this particular run? I don't know. I don't know that I learned anything. I think the strategy is still to try and avoid as many hits as I can during that final phase, but again, it's not necessarily like avoiding a shot. It's taking one type of damage over another, and I don't know if maybe there's like a guide out there as to like, oh, maybe the little shots actually cost you less than the big donuts or something like that. But I can't imagine that the mother brain shot is a cakewalk, as they say. Bought it at the Universal Studios. See, I haven't been there. That sounds like a good time. I've always been interested in going to the Universal Studios Simpsons location. I feel like the last time I went to Universal Studios, I was very much like in high school or something like that. So basically decades. I've been to Disneyland and Disney World a few times since then, but yeah, I haven't gone back to Universal. Let me go ahead and drink some water here. Water, of course. Even though this is a drinks-friendly stream, we highly advocate, encourage, demand that you drink water. Water is the element which brings life, helps you stay hydrated, regulate your metabolics, and stave off the deleterious effects of alcohol imbibing. So please drink up. Oh yeah, it's changed a lot since then. I tell you, the last time, the time that I was at Universal Studios, I went on the Back to the Future ride. And actually that was my main objective because I love Back to the Future so much. And I know that since then, it has been replaced. I forget exactly what... Oh my god, what is happening here? Chungus, thank you so much for popping in. Let's go to intermission for a second here. Welcome, Raiders. And of course, welcome, Chungus. Thick Chunker Raid. That is my favorite type of raid. Thank you so much for bringing in your community, and welcome, Yolas. I like that. Thick Chunker Raid indeed. And of course, Chungus is one of our esteemed stream friends. They are also a streamer themselves, if that is not obvious. So anybody who is a member of my community, anyone who is watching right now, if you want to see a better streamer, certainly follow our friend Chungus. And what was that? Oh, posture check. Thank you so much for suggesting that. I do feel like I need to stretch the lumbar. Give me just a second here. I know that you can't see it in the PNG, but just assume that my bones are cracking as I'm talking. Okay, and enough of awkward silences. But yeah, thank you so much for popping in. Very much appreciate you all. Just a quick introduction here, in case anybody doesn't know me. I'm Ailes. I like to call myself a gentleman streamer, the excellence of an execution. Mama Ailes, baby boy. I like to stream mostly retro games, though I do modern games every once in a while. And yeah, I would generally have my corgi boy with me, Churro, but he's already gone to sleep. He was here a little bit earlier. He had to be put into his crate, otherwise he doesn't sleep enough, and in the morning he's cranky. So yeah, that's the most interesting part of my stream. But the other thing is that I like to drink ales, and today we are enjoying a delicious Baltic porter known as Coconati from Shadow Puppet Brewing. It's delicious, it tastes like coconut shavings, and you know what, I love it. Yeah, so we like to talk about ales here. We very much enjoy it. And let's see here. Oh, thank you very much for redeeming the hydrate as well. Very much appreciated. Once again, even though this is a drinks-friendly stream, we highly advocate the consumption of pure, healthy water to stay hydrated, stay regulated, and just regulate your metabolics. So please drink up. You're too kind. I am not kind enough, Chungus. Yeah, but definitely let me know how your stream is going. I guess you were playing retro. What exactly were you playing? I'd certainly love to know. Hope Metroid is fun. Metroid's been okay. I feel like I've been struggling against Mother Brain for a while. So I am having a lot of fun laughing at my performance. That's kind of fun. Late but Spectrum Brain. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you for coming in with Spectrum, and welcome, Bristle Beans. Thank you very much for sticking around with us. Definitely appreciate it. And cheers to you, Yolas. Mega Man Legends too. Thank you very much for the follow. Very much appreciated. Follows are anonymous, so feel free to introduce yourself or forever hold your peace. I wonder historically how many times people have interrupted weddings after somebody says "forever hold your peace." I don't know. There should be a documentary on that. Mega Man Legends 2. I think I saw you play that a couple of streams ago. How far are you into it? That's a game. The Mega Man Legends series as a whole is something that I've always wanted to try out. I've never actually had my hands in any particular copy, but I can only assume that these days you can probably download it off of PSN or something like that. Let's see. You stomped Ridley first try though. I was there for that. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like on that day I was just like throwing missiles everywhere. I was just kind of like frantic about it. But I appreciate the fact that you remember that. That is Ailes' highest moment to date. Let's see. But yeah, if any of our raider friendos have to raid and fade, I completely understand that. Chungus, of course, if you have to go, completely understandable. I know that streaming is active work, and of course it's quite late for a lot of folks out there. So if you have to take your leave, I completely understand. Just you being here means the world to me. So please know that. And question of the night. I know this movie was not received well and I got a lot of negative reviews, but I really enjoyed The Flash. Call me crazy. You know what? It's funny that you mentioned that because I was just thinking about that today. Not about that particular opinion, but I was thinking about The Flash, and it was because specifically I did, I don't want to say actively defended it, but I absolutely did think it was a nice movie. And yes, we can definitely talk about the fact that the protagonist is played by a person who did some very heinous things. I'm not even going to try and defend that. But I very much liked the structure. I obviously liked the fact that they had Michael Keaton as Batman back. I like treading through the story of Man of Steel, and then at the end of the day, I kind of just like this idea of the fact that all of this stuff was caused by a basically a kid who's trying to save his mom. I don't know, that kind of just hit me right in the heart. I'm sorry to say that, but it hit me right there. Let's see. Carry On was the last movie I watched. It was a good Christmas crime thriller movie. You know, I saw that too. I like that. I think I saw it like right in the middle of the time that I was away visiting my parents for the holidays, and all I gotta say is that TSA person was really committed to actually stop that person from. I'm not gonna spoil it here. From doing the thing that the bad guy was trying to do. I was just like, you know, you have definitely an excuse to just let this be, but yeah, he was definitely determined. Definitely determined. Thank you very much for sharing, Chungus. And actually, if we're answering the question of the night here, the last movie I saw that I liked was what's it called? The Substance. And it is a movie with Demi Moore. It's about an aging actress and how she is able to find a way to relive some of her youth. And I will leave it vague at that. It has a lot of body horror though, so squeamish beware. But with that, let's go back to Metroid Zero Mission. Okay, so yeah, let's continue trying to beat this thing. I'm sure that at some point I'm going to get frustrated and we're simply going to resort to a number of save states. But maybe not tonight. Maybe tonight we actually beat it. So let's load our suspend point, which we created right before going into the mother brain room after destroying all the barriers. Oh, if I could just think of a better bullet hell game. Oh, speaking of bullet hell games, one game that I've been meaning to play on stream that is kind of like a bullet hell is Vampire Survivors. I've gotten pretty far in it. I've unlocked a bunch of characters, but I feel like there's a lot of game there. Why am I waiting? Oh, just break open. Oh, and of course I just decided to dip myself. Oh, there's gotta be a better way. There's gotta be a... Oh, wow. Totally whiffed on that. Got him twice. Or rather, got her twice. It is not Father Brain. I believe Father Brain is Andros. Come on. Just why do you leave me such little platform? Why? I guess the question really is, why is there even a platform in this boss room? An exchange of shots. I didn't mean to do that. I feel like as long as you don't shoot it, it actually keeps its eye open for fairly long. That's actually surprising. Aw, come on, fellas. You know I can't boogie. Boom. God, I definitely did not get far in that one. Oh yeah, big brain indeed. Let's go ahead and load suspend point. Just a second here. I need to take my tackling feel here. Haven't seen the water boy in a while. Let's go. Okay, nice. All the donuts. Just give me all the donuts. Just gotta wait for the perfect shot. Can't be impatient with this. Nice. And I gotta learn to dodge better here. Nice. Oh, you can actually just stand there? Wait. Why was it just staring at me? That's surprising. Nice. Ouch. Welcome to the Garden of Madness. Is it gonna... Oh, even if I'm hanging off of a ledge, the donuts just managed to target me. The donuts! And I knew that I couldn't make that jump without getting hit by the donut. That's why I didn't take it. Oh, lovely. Just go up. Wow. So, got 6 shots in. And yet... trying to line up those shots it really is a game of luck. And I know that there's probably some finesse there, but I feel like it's kind of a game of luck. And so maybe we'll get lucky tonight. Maybe we will. Let me drink some water here. I seem to remember that the last time I struggled with a boss this hard while playing a retro game, it was while I was playing Mega Man Zero. But that one was way harder. You know what? That one was way harder. I'll say that. Maybe I'm just becoming a little bit whiny here. Just nice. Ouch. Sometimes I think, oh, maybe I can get some extra energy reserves from the donuts, but there's just so much chaos happening that it's not even worth it. It's like they almost place the platforms in such a way that no matter what, no matter how you get hit, you won't land on the second one. You always just land in the poop. How did I even manage to do that? Can somebody explain that to me? Nice. Wow, like 4-shotted right there. Beautiful. Ouch. I spoke too soon. I gotta go back. Oh, lovely. Why would I just shoot at its face? The brain has a face. Is it down? Is it down? Yes! Oh, of course. Why? Let's go. And let's go up here. Okay, here's hoping that this part is relatively doable. One can only hope, right? No! Oh boy. I love it. This is my end, folks. This is my end. It won't be the actual boss itself. It'll just be the escape sequence. Oh, and they're timed. What? What is happening? Wow. And here's me wondering, did anybody actually make it out of this? What is... What am I doing? Oh boy. Okay, let's just focus. Let's just focus. Okay, nice. Wow. That is tough beans. Tough beans, I tell you. Come on, give me a break. Like Kano said to Sonya. Come on, baby, give me a break. In a much cooler accent, though. Hold on a second, folks. Gotta tend to something very quickly here. Sorry about that. I thought I heard something. Yeah, let's keep trying to escape. Boom. And that's all she wrote. You know what? I am simply going to rewind to the start of the escape sequence because I am not beating that mother brain once again. So let me recall. How do I actually do this? There we go. So let's go back to the point where we actually defeated this thing. And let's try again. We'll actually... Oh, gosh. So we can't actually go all the way back. We can go back 20 seconds. Okay. If only I had actually been smart enough to make a save point at that point. Let's try it as far as this. And if it doesn't work out, we'll simply go back to Mother Brain. How about that? Let's do that. And that was a poor instance to actually do that. Oh wait, you can actually go back even further. Nice! The system works! We want to go back the full 2 minutes. Want to try this out fresh. Is it not? Is that as far as it goes? Oh, I think the game is actually creating the... what do you call it? The suspend points as we're moving forward here. Maybe this is as far as it goes. Let's give it a shot. And I'm going to create a suspend point right here. We'll see what happens. So we got 1 minute and 42 seconds. And of course I just wasted that whole thing. I gotta just pick a route and stick to it. I love it. I love it. Now will it actually let me go back even further? That's the question. Oh no, it literally puts you back over here. It doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and load that suspend point and try our best from here. And we, of course, are doing ourselves no favors. I feel like once you latch onto a ledge, you've already lost that particular ground, simply because climbing an edge from the side makes you be on that block for too long. So it's like you have to do perfect platforming. Okay. Why? This is... I feel like even Super Metroid's escape mission wasn't this bad. But what do I know? Memory sometimes plays tricks on us. Serenity now. Yeah, and just grabbing onto that ledge is so difficult. All the way back, all the way back. Hoochie Mama, Hoochie Mama indeed. Let me see here. This movie I saw recently, Deadpool and Wolverine. You know, I've still got to see that. I have access to see it on the streams. I intended to watch it with my partner, and I was almost like saving it to watch it with her. But then it wasn't necessarily her type of entertainment, and I was like, oh, that's kind of sad. Kind of sad like this attempt. But I'm probably gonna have to find some time to watch it on my own. Oh, that's a good choice too. Yeah, it's a good one, and I know that it was probably the best Marvel-y movie in some time. But okay, let's continue to try and do this perfect platforming. I really hope that I have made it at least past the halfway point in terms of this escape sequence. I can't imagine that it keeps going on and on. That is challenging as they say. But yeah, let's go ahead and load that suspend point. And yeah, it won't actually go further back than that. I guess we've tested the fact the sands of time can only take you back as far as 2 minutes, if I'm reading things correctly. Why is me? I am error. It's like one bad jump leads to several bad jumps, you know? Okay, made it to the side here. Wait, what? Okay. No, come on. Okay, nice. Seriously, it keeps going? I thought that was the platform out. Okay, there it is. Oh, come on. Ah, finally. No! Okay. Maybe? No, it's still going! At least we don't have any more of those blasted deleting platforms. I gotta tell you, time is tight here. I did not expect this. Oh, there's a ship, I think. Let's go. Whew. And Planet Zeus is explode. Uh, Thank you very much, Chungus. But you know as well as I do that that was severely assisted by suspense states. Oh wait, what's happening here? Get a load of this, fellas. So like I said, I know that the original Metroid finished at this after the Mother Brain fight. I don't know if there was an escape sequence, but I can only imagine. And so this entire part over here is new material with a Zero Suit Samus, as made famous by Super Smash Bros. Of course. Cheers to you, Marvin J. The timing of my escape couldn't have been worse. I was attacked by space pirates and left nearly defenseless, stripped of my power suit. All I had for protection was my rather useless emergency pistol. Infiltrating the space pirate mothership so armed may have been foolish, but I had no choice. And so, I guess she left the planet, right? And that's the idea. And I have no. I would like to understand how she lost her power suit, but your guess is as good as mine. Could I survive long enough to escape? Well, we'll try. We will try. An auto-charging pistol, that's all we have. Stun enemies with charge shots. Alright, just like in Smash. Wow. Is it just me, or is her character model even more pixelated than standard Samus? That's funny. Do we have a map? Chozodia. That sounds like Exodia's distant cousin. Brinstar. Trade. Does this place actually connect to the rest of the planet? I guess it does. It seems like it's adjacent to Criteria. Now that I'm looking at the lower right map. LOL. Yes. Okay. Well, thank you very much for letting me know. And of course, Samus retains, at the very least, she moves just like, the physics are definitely the same as when she had her power suit on. I can't imagine that this gun is as powerful as the charge beam or anything like that. I hope that they don't decide to randomly pit us against particularly challenging enemies. But you know what, the game has put me through trials and tribulations already. Oh, and there's a circle there which suggests that there is an item. Huh. And I don't have any super bombs. I think these are super bombs. Which is actually something that I haven't gotten with other... Sorry. It is something that I haven't gotten before in the game. So maybe there is still room to explore here. Oh, so she doesn't go into ball form. She will just do a crouch. Or like Link once said, do the duck walk. Okay, so I'm assuming at this point that this massive structure is the space pirate ship. As Bill once said, enemy mothership approaching. That's not gonna work. How do I get in? That's not working. All I can think of is this area, but why would that do anything, you know? There's clearly stuff up there. The mystery of Chozodia. Chozodia! Obliterate! It's gotta be the door. There's something that we're not seeing when we get to the door. So yeah, as I was saying earlier, there's a way worth fighting for. Or maybe we do the charge beam on the charge shot on this thing, and maybe it'll blow up. No, wishful thinking, unfortunately. Yeah, not really. We can definitely see the space pirates right there. And they're just having a ball, they're having a blast. Probably having a New Year's celebration. Those handsome devils. Maybe this thing. And we've been down here before, so that doesn't make any sense. Is any of these like a chute to potentially enter? Man, what are they doing in there? Maybe we shoot at these things. Oh, wait a second. Look at that. Seek, and you shall destroy. Or at least that's how I think that saying goes. Oh god. And there's we should probably... So I played Super Metroid, and I remember that these space pirates were quite tough. And so maybe the idea here is to avoid confrontation. I don't like confrontations, folks. Oh, huh, look at this. This is actually quite a massive location. But yeah, let's keep going here. Mothership map data acquired. And at least the blue doors seem to work okay. At some point I can only assume that we're going to get our suit back simply because we do have red doors. So at the very least the game is suggesting to us that that is something that's coming. Thank goodness, and I'm getting all my life back. Beautiful. And oh, it looks like even though we can't actually open this door, we can actually go through the chute. Shoots. Oh gosh. Oh, they chase. Okay, I should be safe, right? Maybe. Oh no. There is no safety. Really? Oh, this is... Okay, it's open. Are they gonna come back if I go down there? That's a question. And I believe this can only be lasers that trigger alarms, maybe? Mayhaps. You know, actually, now that I am reminded of the fact that I always thought that the word mayhaps was something that was like relatively modern, like somebody decided to smash two words together like a smash burger. But apparently it's got old origins. Imagine that. Mayhaps. Oh, come on. Did you... was that? Did I miss like a save room? Nah, I think it's fine. Let's try to run up all the way to the next one. Ouch! Let's go. Seriously? What? Oh, come on. I lost my chance to freeze it. Boom. Oh, and down we go. But that's okay. That is okay. Let's go ahead and give it one more go. I think we'll probably have only one more go under our sleeve anyways. I like how the game just like throws you in the middle of this thing. And just break away. Break away. And I think we hide here up until they're gone. Okay, I think it's safe again. I think, what's the phrase? At least I'm safe inside my mind. Let's keep it going. So don't touch the lasers. Laser touching is bad. And let me actually turn off the ads for just a minute. We'll do one snooze for the ads. It might give us enough time to... Oh, I remember this again. Come on, just let me go. Don't tell me that this is a dead end. No, it's not. Wait, it is a dead end. Oh, come on. Okay, you know what? I think that's as good as it is. I think we've had our victory for the day. We'll struggle through this next time. Let's go back to intermission for a few minutes here, folks. Well, this was a happening evening. Yeah, and that is it for tonight in terms of our run with Metroid Zero mission. Thank you very much for everyone that decided to pop in, and thank you very much for all the cool raids today. This has got to be a record, and I don't know if it was my birthday. Well, I know that it wasn't my birthday, but I definitely have never had this many raids happen all at once. So thank you, Falco. Thank you, Tabby. Thank you, Spectrum, and certainly thank you, Chungus. You all have made my day today. If you're interested in my type of content, and I swear to goodness, I don't understand why you would. There's so many better things to do. I stream on both Wednesdays and Fridays these days. So on Wednesdays, as you can see, I'm streaming Metroid Zero Mission. And on Fridays, I am currently streaming Donkey Kong Country 3, as well as Baldur's Gate 3. If you would like to know what my schedule is, feel free to follow me on the socials. And there they are. Trust me, I don't post many cumbersome things. Sometimes I post silly things. I do like to do the reposts every once in a while. Those are always fun. But let me see if I can find somebody cool to raid here. Give me just a second here, folks. You know what? I think today we are going to go with what's her face, also known as Mandy. She's currently playing Mega Man X5? Yes, Mega Man X5. So let me go ahead and set up that raid. Search and filter. Yeah, let's give her a warm welcome. Sorry, a warm welcome. A warm hello. This is the raid message for viewers. And this is the raid message for followers. And thank you so much for being here as well, Ivan. I very much appreciate your company. Thank you very much for the tip, because I definitely would not have made it past Mother Brain without you giving me that information. That really came in clutch. I am sorry if tonight was incredibly frustrating in terms of just me trying to handle that fight. But yeah, let me go ahead and end this as I like to end these things. Have a great night, Ales. Thank you so much for being here, Huami. I very much appreciate your company. And I hope you have an excellent rest of your week if I don't catch up with you. But yes, as I like to end things, stay thirsty, Alpac. We will see you again.